Alright, hey, what's up, you guys? Dazzle here. I'm bringing you a short little live comm. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to get your shot warmed up, as well as I guess you could probably use these 2 or 3 drills just to improve your shot in general. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so the first 2 drills I have for you are actually just in the firing range. Both of these can be used. I use them just to kind of build my focus up a little bit, work on like how to select my targets and identifying targets a little bit, I guess, because I notice that sometimes when I first start playing, I have that issue of snapping right onto a target. Sometimes I struggle with that. There's 2 different drills depending on whether you run an AR or a submachine gun. Typically, I'm the AR Slayer on my team, so I'm going to go and show you that one first. Also, I'd like to point out that the class setup I have on this class is not a normal class setup that I would use, other than the attachments on the bow, so I'm just going to use this anyways. So, and I have frame glitch. Alright, well, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Fix that problem. So basically, as I was saying, you're going to want to come into the firing range. With the bow, you go into this first station right here. And the goal, what you do, is first you shoot at this target, take out that target, that one, and then that one. Alright? So that looks like full speed. It's just kind of like... Alright, so you do that, and then once you get through that, the next thing you do is you shoot these 2, if I can. This one, and that one. And now the goal for this is to be able to do it with 1 mag of ammo. And I set a goal for myself of getting it under 6 seconds before I go and play. You may have a different goal depending on your skill level. It might be a faster time or slower time, whatever. Just run through it a couple times, see how fast you are, and then try to improve, set yourself a different goal. So one more time, I'm gonna run through it full speed. See, I hit it in like 6.1 seconds. So there's that one. I'll run through that every time I go to play. I'll run through it a few times until I feel confident of snapping to targets with the bow pretty easily. So now I'll go over for the ASM-1. What you do, you come over here to this one, the number 4, and you just want to go through all these close range targets as fast as you can, basically. And as you can see, you can make it, I mean, this is a pretty self-explanatory one. You just go through all the close range targets. You can easily, if you're getting headshots and snapping to the head, you can get all of the targets done with 1 clip. I usually set that goal for myself. I don't really play sub all that much, so I don't really know what I try to shoot for as far as time with finishing this one, but I don't know, probably under 5 seconds I would say is probably my goal, I guess. So yeah, that's those 2. Those are more of just, like I said, for snapping to targets, getting your aim up when you're, before actually getting in the gunfight. Now the second or third drill, I guess, that I do is I go into a private match and I play with bots. So here's the way I do it. You could probably tweak these settings a little bit to your liking, but what I do is I go and I play Detroit and I set it to free-for-all. And then I put on 10 bots and I put them on recruit. The reason for that is because what I'm trying to do here is shoot targets. I'm not competing. I'm not trying to actually prove my skill. I'm just trying to get my shot up. So the recruit bots aren't going to, 10 recruit bots aren't going to be killing you very much, if any at all. So they're just kind of there to be targets that move. So then you go into your options here, and this is completely up to you. I just set it to unlimited for both and just go until I feel confident in my shot. You want your mini-map always on so that you're not getting shot in the back by bots, that sort of thing. Oh, I also forgot, you want dynamic events and score streaks disabled, map score streaks disabled, just because you don't want anything to kind of get in your way. And, if you get into a rhythm, you don't want anything to ruin your rhythm. Go down to health and damage. When I'm running a Bal, I typically put the health on 200%. You can change this around a little bit. It all just kind of depends on your personal liking. I assume if you used an ASM1, you'd probably put it on like 150 just because, shorter range, that sort of thing. So those are those settings, and then just go ahead. I'll show you this class that I use for the Bal. Your normal Bal attachments, lightweight. I use peripherals because you can see the map a little bit better, obviously. And then toughness because it's toughness. And then scavenger just because you're probably going to be alive a lot, so you're going to run out of ammo quickly. There's that. I don't run this drill with an ASM1 like ever, to be honest. You can do it. I don't know if you would want to use, you might want to use extended mags on an ASM1 instead of like quick draw. I don't know, personal preference. And then go ahead, I would use the same perks that I use on this class. So there's that. I guess I'll go ahead and start this up and just kind of show you what the goal of this little drill is. As soon as this starts up, almost. Come on. Alright, there we go. So,
free for all.
Typically, what I do is I just run around the map, and I try to focus on hitting consistent shots. As many shots in a row as I can hit.
Are considered hostile.
And typically I set a goal of, on 200% health, you can pretty easily, you can pretty easily get 2 kills with the Bal on 200% health. I try to get 3 is my goal. But I try to hit as many shots in a row as I can. And the reason being is that when you go from shooting bots that are on 200% health, when you're hitting, anywhere between 6 and 9 shots to kill a bot, if you translate that to a regular match where people are on full health or 100% health, not 200% health, you only need to hit roughly a third of the shots in order to kill them. So, and then once I kind of get myself a little bit warmed up with this, I will start exo boosting and, jumping around, doing jump shot, that sort of thing that you would expect to do in a regular game. And again, as I said, all you really need to do is focus on just hitting as many shots in a row as physically possible. See, you can get as much as 4 kills on 200% health. It's possible. It's pretty tough unless you're getting, bots that are already weak from other gunfights or something. But typically, if you're getting 2 to 3 on every mag, you're doing well. That's what I like to focus on. If you're getting anything, if you're getting 2 every single time, or even 1, it has happened. You need to slow your movement down a lot, so like I try to boost around a lot because that's how you actually play the game. So yeah, if you're getting less than that, you need to slow your movement down, focus on just hitting the shots, and as I said, if you can just consistently put bullets on target, it's going to get you warmed up quickly, and if you run this drill a lot, it's really going to increase your overall accuracy for like a regular match, because as I said, you're hitting, when you're shooting these bots at 200% health, it takes like at a minimum 5 bullets if you get headshots. Where if you're getting headshots in a real game, it takes like, 2 bullets, 2 or 3. So if you can consistently hit 6 shots in a row on a bot, then you go to play, just a regular match, you're gonna have so much more accuracy, and this is one of those things that I do just to work on my shot in general, because it's, it's just grinding, it's just target practice, honestly, because the bots are, wow, so stupidly slow. So yeah, and typically if you're doing well, you can have a little fun with it, to get a DNA bomb and that sort of thing, and that's always fun to do. So, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my loadout to the ASM, because I've never done this with the ASM before, so it'll be a first time experience for all of us. If this bot will kill me. Come here, buddy. Free kill. Alright. Like I said, never done this before. Yeah, you probably get 2 to 3 kills, depending on how close you are to whatever you're shooting. I guess how accurate you are. Yeah, 3 kills is probably a solid number. If you can get 4, please send me a message and I'll pick you up, because that's actually quite impressive. So yeah, my video feed just went out, sorry. Oh my gosh, my video feed keeps going out. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and end it. I think you guys kind of get the point. Like I said, settings can kind of change around, however, just to fit your liking. On 200% with the ASM, it's a little bit rough, but, I guess it's however you want to do it. Like I said, I do that pretty much every day before I go and actually play. Gets me warmed up, and there are times when, if my team isn't online and I'm just waiting on them, I'll just grind that last drill for, 150, 200 kills, and just, constantly working on my shot. That's what I do to get my shot up. So, yeah, I guess that's all I really have for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something, like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.